私とも遊んでもらおうか。ふっいやたこの程度。ふっいや甘く見るなよ。これ以上の地位はいらん。
Okay, we got a ton of stuff to cover. There has been a lot of stuff revealed today. I was wondering what was happening because there's been there was a gap. You know, it's been a couple days since they uploaded the last Roger bit of gameplay, and you know, I thought they were gonna keep drip feeding us some, you know, some stuff for, you know, the other characters as well. But no, they like dropped a lot on us right now. So what you just saw, obviously, was and you see probably still playing right now, was the first bit of gameplay that we see for Rayleigh and Garp. First thing I want to say is that I am surprised that, I guess in a way I'm not too surprised that Rayleigh is a technique type. What type of technique type? I don't know yet. I think in the bit of gameplay that we see, there is a moment where after he lands from doing the air combo, that like he kind of has a vacuum where like it brings the enemies forward, or you know, towards him. It also looks pretty cool how he, you know, he's still, it was more swordsman like than I was expecting, which I am appreciative, because I was kind of scared that Rayleigh, Shanks, and Garp are gonna have the same kind of moveset, in terms of like, you know, Conqueror's Hockey and stuff like that. But it is, you know, cool that we see that it's more swordsman like, less like hockey insanity. But to be fair, they did include the Conqueror's Hockey stuff where we see like, you know, the like almost like Conqueror's Hockey like waves of energy like, you know, Shanks and Garp have. So he looks pretty cool. The one I want to talk about a little bit more is Garp. So Garp, this is full on Garp, and obviously now that we're here, as you see, this is actually like young Garp. So I mean, this isn't even like, I thought they were gonna choose like even the style when he fought Don Chin Jiao, where he at least had like the white on the side of the hair. But this is like young Garp, so it's pretty cool. I knew they were gonna update his moveset because the way Pirate Warriors 3 plays and the way Pirate Warriors 4 plays is completely different. But for Garp, you know, his style in Pirate Warriors 3 was very much like wrestler, kind of, you know, kind of fun, goofy. Here, he does have like a little bit of goofiness. He has like a wind-up attack, but obviously we see that he's a power type, which, you know, I don't think anyone expected anything different from Garp. I don't think he was going to be a speed type or a technique type at all. But, you know, the interesting thing is, like, I think essentially this kind of thing, I want to say it basically confirms he has Conqueror's Hockey. Now, I know a lot of people were saying, you know, they didn't think he, or they, you know, they thought it was obvious, but at least to me, I never understood if he had or hadn't, because, you know, Oda in the manga is very weird because the way he shows hockey is very, you know, advanced armament, and Conqueror's is a bit different, but, you know, it is what it is though. But I figured I was leaning towards the Conqueror's bit, especially with the Galaxy Impact. Now, will we see something like the Galaxy Impact? Because his combos is actually like insanity. He has like Whitebeard range level of attacks for being a small character. So we'll see how he, you know, kind of goes through. Another thing I want to mention, obviously the big thing, is that in this post, we have a release date. It says it will be released next Thursday on the 28th. So yeah, folks, we have a release date. It is the end of the month, essentially. I did see some people talking about it in my comment section, that it was kind of rumored to be on the 27th. There were, you know, either leaks on somewhere. I didn't really do any investigation on it, but because I figured we were gonna get an official release date soon. But yeah, here we are, March 28th, official release date for this. And not only that, we're having, like they did with the, you know, other stream or other DLC packs, we are having a full-on stream that shows off the characters. Or I assume is what this is for, right? Because this is obviously premiering at 6 a.m. Eastern on the 21st. So it's about 22 hours, 21 hours from now. So we're gonna get that soon. I'll try and do a live reaction to it or something of the sort. But yeah, so expect that soon and get gameplay of it soon. Okay, and the last bit I want to talk about is obviously they have them up on the website. So we get a more HD look, because obviously that was Twitter, compression all to hell. But we got an official, like better screenshots here, which Rayleigh looks so sick, dude. Yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, we got official descriptions here for Rayleigh and obviously Garp. Garp, I don't know, am I crazy? I don't know, Garp looks a little less, I don't know, maybe the screenshot looks a little bit funky to me. He looks a little bit less like resolution, or like he looks a little bit less detailed or something. I might be crazy, but I don't know. The screenshot just looks a bit funky. Like, I don't know, it looks like PW3 Garp almost, but anyway. So yeah, let's start with Garp since we're here. A younger version of the man known as a naval hero. Stop the Rocks Pirates, to which Whitebeard, Kaido, Charles Inlet, and others belong to. Action type power. It is characterized by dynamic and powerful attacks launched from its fist. By hitting the enemy a certain number of times, the power of the fist increases, increasing the damage and range of all attacks. In addition, special skills and some attacks release the hockey wrapped around the fist all at once and sublimated into powerful techniques. By judiciously using hockey to maintain and release a strengthening state, you can deal with all kinds of enemies in the battlefield. So it's kind of cool because, like master, like student, Koby had a similar thing where like the more combos you do, the more his typing would the more Marines he could summon, the stronger his combos can be. So it's kind of cool that Garp is kind of in that same vein. All right, let's look at Rayleigh. He is now the younger version of the man known as the Dark King. He had a faithful encounter with the former Roger. Turn the world upside down. So just some glaze here and there. Actions type technique. Characterized by a variety of sword techniques and a nimble fighting style, I guess, using hockey, and a pursuit attack that has the effect of concentrating enemies. So I think this is what I was talking about, a pursuit attack that has the effect of concentrating enemies. I think that means that he has a vacuum, kind of deal. With its quick movement and invisible sword handling, it overwhelms enemies in a wide range while marking them with landmarks. If you follow up with a specific attack, you can send marked enemies around you, which will serve as a base for further attacks. You can deal with any situation by using follow-up attacks to wipe out surrounding enemies, and by issuing powerful guard-destroying attacks against strong enemies. Okay, so this is a bit. I think this is obviously like Google Translate. I'm not, whatever, or like whatever the, is translating to from Japanese to English. This is a bit confusing. Marking them with landmarks. So he marks enemies. And follow up, you can send the marked enemies around you, which will serve as a base. So yeah, I don't know. From what I'm reading, I could be wrong. It looks like a lot of his technique based type stuff is about bringing his enemies closer to him. We'll see. Obviously, we have that stream tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern. That's gonna show off in better detail. So I'm not too whatever about it. I know not many people are jazzed about technique type characters. Uta was one that has, to me, she had a lot of great animation, but I think her style is kind of meh, and her speed of attacks. But when you have a swordsman that's a technique type, you have characters like Kinemon, who's really good once you get to know how to use them. And obviously a character like Aokiji is also pretty good. I'm excited to see what Rayleigh is like. And honestly, I'm glad, because I was thinking he was going to be the standard power speed type. But yeah, we'll see if him being a technique type is, good for the character or not, or if he should have just been a speed type, because I was initially thinking he was probably just going to be a speed type. So all of that being said, there's a lot to cover in this video. So Let me know what you all think about the bit of gameplay we saw for Rayleigh and Garp. Obviously, we're getting a full, I'm assuming a full gameplay stream tomorrow at 6 a.m. We are also getting a release for them next week on the 28th. So basically, 27th, 28th from now. They also go into mention about the actual DLC. I'm gonna give you 1 second here. Yeah, so right here, they also talk about the third additional episode, The Road to the Pirate King. Also, this DLC consists of 4 types of special concept battles and the highest difficulty scenario, True Pirate King Muso. Yes, a mode where you aim to be #1 in each field, aim to become Roger's legend, and challenge your limits. Perfect. So the Yamato adventure, okay, fun. It introduced the soul stuff, but the Koby pack was really good. I really like the idea of the survival mode. I gotta get back into it, and especially having 3 more characters, really fun. But now they're introducing a difficult mode, or like it looks like True Pirate King Muso, and they did mention here in the highest difficulty scenario. So we are getting what we wanted, because I feel like a lot of us, that's always kind of tough to make these videos when I'm making like or like, you know, gameplay videos. And they have it right here as well. They you know, they added it. It's tough to make these videos when you have like characters that are so far ahead of level 18 with skills and all that it just makes everything fodder for the most part. So I really wonder what this stage is going to provide in terms of actual like difficulty and replayability. Because if it does it well, if it's as good as the survival mode, I think we're in good hands. So let me know what you all think. We got the release date. We got a special stream premiere happening where we're gonna see probably gameplay of all 3 characters in detail, special attacks. We got reveals for Rayleigh and Garp. We got, you know, also the reveal of the 3rd, you know, additional episode pack that is stressing the idea of the difficulty. So let me know what you all think about all that in the comment section down below. If you're excited as much as I am, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and stick around to the channel, because obviously we'll be covering all 3 characters and this whole DLC pack and everything in detail when it comes out. So hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everyone.